what it saw locally. So even though we lost the uplink there, hey, SpaceX, I feel you on the drone ships now. Okay, I have a robot here that was 1.6 miles away and we lost the uplink. So not going to give SpaceX too much heat. We still have the long range robot online as well. This from 6 miles away at South Padre Island, and that's still live. Yeah, that is a moving feed right there. Chat, what do y'all think of that? Oh wow. God. Yeah, SpaceX said, Manny, over there in chat, what's up next? SN9, SpaceX did say, SN9, you're next. That is exactly what they
That's
said.
and I'm nervously watching this flight, but
As a joke, we could check in with SN9 over there, but let's not do that because this is a fantastic view from South Padre, 6 miles away from that LZ. And look at that. Feed from the robot seems to be stabilizing there. You can see the debris in the background. Do you see the pieces of the one big piece of SN8 that's there? Wow.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm still honestly speechless. Like I feel like the tweet I just sent out. Like this is my Force ghost speaking to you. Like absolutely incredible.
Really quickly, Doss, if you go back to my robot, sorry about that.
Okay.
I think, oh, it's the flare stack. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, there's some venting from the flare stack. Never mind.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I will.
The wrong feed.
You know, I do just want to say again to everyone who tracked those robots, to those of Brady and Michael
Oh
behind the
my
scenes
gosh.
tracking from there, Mary and Jack in the field. Oh my gosh, all of you did outstanding work tracking that. That was incredible.
It was because it went so slow. I mean, I was
Yes.
I had it during the
here we go. Here we break from Elon Musk. Successful ascent, switch over to header tanks, and precise flap control to landing point. That sounds like a successful test to me.
Yep.
Dang.
God. Jack, I'm not sure there's any bandwidth in South Padre Island right now. You are the most excited robot I have ever heard.
He's emoting finally. He's emoting finally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking around, is that
yeah.
a tent?
Yeah, I was looking at the tent. The tent is definitely taking a hit.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's all right.
Yep.
Tents are pretty easily replaceable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the important thing is the massive majority of that infrastructure is intact.
Looks like it, yeah.
A huge win. And man, does that demonstrate confidence in the system, doesn't it? That it hit the, well, I mean, literally hit, but I mean, came down and nailed that landing target.
Have to
That
do a
accuracy.
super chat collection for SpaceX to get a new tent. Wow. Oh, look, I mean, hey, with the sun going down, the robot is getting some really cool lighting out there right now. Signal is still a little bit wacky, but look at that. God. Like I haven't read a lot of I mean, I know there's super chats and stuff like that. We haven't read a super chat in a while. This was just a crazy event, and I'm going to say the same thing. Chris, everybody that was operating something, Brady was operating the long range camera. Michael was on the robot that was there in the red zone. Mary and Jack were both doing handheld, like manual tracks, tripod tracks. And I'm looking over at my video wall, and every single one of them had it. And I'm like, what do I choose? I don't know what to show. A couple times I showed the robot having it just to show that the robot had it, and then went right back to Mary. That was ska.
I honestly, I mean, people ask me this, and I am very happy to say this after the fact too. I was asked so many times, as we all were, what did we think would be the outcome? I really thought they would have problems with the stability on the way down. I am incredibly happy to see that they don't. I mean, that just really speaks to a large part of where this system is. But the thing I really, really want to focus on, that one Raptor fired for close to 5 total minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That is great. because I mean, these Raptors, these Methalox, high power engines like this, they're beasts. They're outright beasts. And to see it function so long, oh yes, yes.
Yeah,
I don't know
y'all,
what the biggest win of today was, but that was
You know
definitely one
what?
of them.
You know what was the biggest win of today? DOS's past 3 months of hard work. Because it worked.
That too. It worked.
it worked.
DOS, yes, thank you. Big round of applause in chat for DOS. All of this tracking, all of these cameras. This was DOS putting that all
was
together.
like a couple of $1,000 running a live stream with at one point 150,000 people watching. That is what you call making do with not a lot of money. And people say you need expensive equipment to pull things off, and that's just not true.
Yeah. Y'all, thank you for that. This is I was hoping that we'd have one feed online and all 4 feeds stayed online. We had the robots out there doing the track. It was when I looked over and I saw that the robot was frozen on a fireball. I was like, I'll take it, whatever. But thank y'all for saying that. I've done a lot of work on these things, just sort of putting things together, and I wouldn't have been able to done it without whatever. Jeez. It's like a NASCAR driver now. I wouldn't have been able to do it without all the people doing super chats and giving us the budget so that we could put some of these ideas together and see how they worked. I'm super happy with it. We'll review the data. We'll make some improvements. We'll need a blast hardened robot, I guess. But thank y'all for sharing this with me. My face hurts. Oh, look, they're spraying. They've actually got a water spray going now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I've been grinning ear to ear, like literally my cheeks hurt from smiling so much the last 30 minutes, hour, whatever it is. This is just God. I was working on bringing up a replay. I'm trying to get that spooled up here so we can actually spool over and look at some replays really
Up,
quick.
here we go. We got more info from Elon Musk. Fuel header tank pressure was low during the landing burn, causing touchdown velocity to be high and a RUD, but we got all the data we needed. Congrats to the SpaceX team. Hell yeah.
There you go.
So it looks like so when we were seeing the Raptor maybe struggling near the end, it probably wasn't actually the engine, it was header tank pressure, and the engine probably wasn't getting the fuel it needed.
Yeah, it wouldn't get enough fuel, exactly.
That makes sense.
Amazing. Like, I just want to point that out. Like, I mean, because the way this system works is that guaranteed Raptor relight. You know, the ability of the Raptors to just fire and fire and fire and fire. And if it was a header tank issue and not a Raptor issue, wow. Like, hats off to the Raptor teams. I mean, wow.
You can actually, there we go. Yeah. Hey, if the robot completely freezes or something like that, let me know. I'm going to be focusing over here, and I may not be watching that feed in real time, but just let me know if there's something I need to jiggle. Okay.
No worries. Just a big thank you from the entire NASA spaceflight team to the rest of the NASA spaceflight team who was there and provided coverage for this. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and sends super chats and memberships and just tunes in to support us. We're glad that we were able to bring coverage of this to you. Glad you were hanging out with us for it. And I'm already ready for SN9 whenever SN9 is ready. This has been incredible and a huge win for SpaceX. I know it wasn't perfect, but literally this is better than anyone could have reasonably expected. So, a big day for SpaceX, and can't wait to see what's next.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm happy. Like, I don't know what I'm grinning, Dosh, just like you said. Like, I can't stop smiling.
I'm not kidding. Like, my face hurts from grinning from ear to ear like a school kid. I mean, geez, what a thing to see.
And just to confirm, it looked like it was a 2 Raptor landing burn, including the flip. I'm just briefly checking, so I don't know if we already mentioned that, but
I think we were guessing. I think we had to confirm it, but yeah.
Yeah, I just went back and checked, and it did look like 2 engines.
And one more tweet from Elon says, "Mars, here we come."
Indeed.
I don't know if that was a threat to nuke Mars via Starship belly flop, but you know.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do this a little quick and dirty here. Michael, could you Could you bring the lower third off the overlay and give us the replay marker? Because I've got the replay spooled up here, and I'm gonna see. I put this together really fast and I didn't have time to paint it. It's not to scale, but let me see how I can get these replays going so we can
Yep.
review what
1
we just
second on
saw
the
here.
replay marker. I have to quickly edit what happened, and then I'll put it up.
Gotcha. And I don't have exactly where this is yet. Let me make sure I get right to the right time. T minus whatever. Both robots. There's that. All right around there. And hey, the fastest way for me to do this was to bring up our own live stream and scroll it back. So pulling source footage from servers and stuff like that. I mean, whatever. I literally just pulled this over here. And Michael, tell me
Okay.
when you're ready.
We're good to go.
Okay, good to go. So this is a replay. This is the replay starting off on Mary's camera here of SN8, the flight of SN8 here, right there. And this should be just a few seconds before liftoff, as seen by Mary, this unique angle. Oh, that big vent, and then how it pulls the big vent down when the pressure changes. Gosh, that looks cool. Get your mouse off the screen, Dosh. Jeez.
Mary absolutely nailed the tracking, and this
Oh,
was
she
her
did.
first
That was-
time
yeah.
ever tracking a rocket launch, I think.
She nailed
Yep.
it.
And
She
oh,
absolutely did.
yeah.
God, look
That
at
thing
that.
just looked surreal coming off the pad.
You can see the diamonds in the exhaust,
And the
Thomas.
mock diamonds are gorgeous. Starship, the flaps are shining.
You can see them moving now. Look, they launched in the deployed position, and you can see them folding during the flight here. Is
Are
it
the
rolling?
flaps adjusting, or is the vehicle or is that just the light reflecting differently?
I don't know. We'll have to look at that
It
again.
would make more sense to control
Maybe
with
the
like
light.
engine gimbal, right? But
Yeah.
Depending on the pitch rate, you might move them for load relief
I
during ascent.
guess.
Oh, yeah, because the shuttle did that, right?
The shuttle did that,
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
All right, take shuttle off the bingo card. We finally said it.
Oh, Thomas, we said it like 30 seconds
Oh,
after
did we
went
miss?
live
Oh yeah,
this
I guess we
morning.
talked about
Yeah.
shuttle earlier. You're right.
Oh, even that, like right at sunrise when Doss and I were on here.
I wasn't on yet. My bad. My bad.
That was the long range camera. That was Brady tracking that one. I switched over there just for a second to show it, then back over to Mary's. And this is really where it starts moving so quickly. Mary's getting hit by the sound here, and it really does become difficult to keep a steady track when it's your hand on the tripod, keeping this thing in frame. Look at that.
Now that was the shutdown of one of them. Now that's the one we're not. Now that one relit when it came back to the ground based on the cameras inside that SpaceX had. So that was
intentional.
Intentional ones, yeah.
And it makes it. We've seen rocket engines kind of flame out when they shut down. That's not necessarily bad. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just part of the normal shutdown.
Yep.
And Elon in any of his tweets didn't mention any engine failures like that. So it sounds like that was completely intentional. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's a good point, Thomas. We don't normally see engines shut down that low in the atmosphere, right? And that's what. So and now we know what they look like at that altitude when they shut down. You know.
Look at Jack. This was Jack. You can tell because it says record really big in the upper corner. Oh, the replay thing's blocking it. That was Jack's view from South Padre Island. And this wasn't even the full zoom lens. This was that 300 on the et cetera, crop.
This is also not computer generated images. This isn't CGI. This is real.
I couldn't decide what to show.